Hi friends, welcome back to Faith and Arrow Homestead. My name is Jaylee, and this video today is one that I have been very excited to film and to bring you. And I'm gonna be honest with you, this video is just as much for me as it is for you. This is definitely gonna be one of those on my channel that is very special to me, that I reference back to and watch in the future, and I think is going to spark a lot of joy and nostalgia in me. So I've been really looking forward to filming it. Now, as I'm filming today, first of all, I'm 22 weeks and 1 day pregnant. Just throwing that in there for future me to smile at. Yeah, so at the time of me filming this, we are already at the tail end of us listing our house. And so actually today's the last day that it's on the market. We have been showing the house all week. We had an open house on Saturday, today's Monday, and tomorrow we have an appointment to meet at our realtor's office to review any potential offers that we may have gotten and to maybe make a decision. I don't know, I'm not sure if that happens all at the same time or what, but we have an appointment tomorrow to talk about it. So that's very exciting. We could have showings today. We don't have any scheduled. The open house on Saturday was very successful. We had 20 groups of people come to see the house, and we've had multiple showings before then too. So we feel good about that. It's been a very interesting experience because we had to get the house ready for showings. And you've seen a lot of footage now at this point of us doing just that. But it kind of ended with, let's see, the videos haven't come out yet. So you saw a lot of the packing and decluttering. You saw getting the kitchen painted and whatnot, although you didn't really see much of the after of that, I guess. And then you saw us kind of getting the backyard ready, the chickens going, and that kind of stuff. So this video is kind of accomplishing two things. It is going to be sort of the after video because it's flawless. It's perfect. It is in the best condition it's probably been in, I don't know, 40 years. It is beautiful. And so I just want to take you through and show you that. And, you know, we've worked really hard to get to this point. So it feels nice for me to be able to be like, look what we did. But then the other part of it, I want to have a virtual, a digital memory of it, I guess. And I want to go through and appreciate it. And so there are a few little things about the house that I'm going to point out to you just so that I can remember, because as we come closer to leaving this house, I've been really intentional about appreciating it. I don't want to rush from one season to the other. And although I feel good about leaving this house because we're on to our next adventure, it needs to be appreciated and not taken for granted. And then lastly, there are some really valuable things that I've learned on this journey that I want to share with you that I think you'll find valuable as well. So we're going to do that. I don't have, like I said, there are no showings today that I know of, none scheduled, but my grandma and my mom are stopping over in a little bit to visit with me and to see the house. This was my grandmother's house. We purchased it from her, and my mom grew up in this house. So I said, you guys should come see it while it's in this state because it is beautiful. And so what I did was I went through and got it ready like I would for somebody coming for a showing, just to give them the full effect and also for the sake of this video. Lastly, I'm filming on my phone. I am in the market for a wide lens for my camera, a wide angle lens for my camera. The lens that I have for it currently has a very narrow field of view, and you wouldn't really get the full effect of the tour if I used it. So I'm going to use my phone. We're gonna start this tour in the Breezeway. So we are in upstate Western New York, and so we have something, many houses have something called a Breezeway, and it is a room between, it's basically like a mud room, but it's not temperature controlled, and oftentimes they can be quite large. This one is quite large. This is actually bigger than, or maybe the same size as a bedroom, like this could be a bedroom. And so let's see. This is the door leading inside the house from the driveway. There's the truck, there's the driveway. So this is the door that we use. We don't use our front door. And then if you turn, we've got a little console table. Those are our recycle bins. I've got a a coat hanger thing, but I use it for like hats and the dog leashes and things like that. This is the door to the garage. We can come in here. I actually forgot to turn the lights on in here. That's one of the things you have to do when you're showing your house, is have all of the lights turned on. And I went through the whole house, but I didn't do in here. So I'm gonna turn the camera around for probably the rest of this and just show you around. So that's where we just came from. That's the breezeway. This is the garage. It's just a 1-car garage, but Tom did such a fabulous job because it all looked like this, and he drywalled it in and made it look really nice and put these lights in here. He had this full of all of his, you know, posters and pictures and stickers and whatnot, and he took it all down. But he's got toolboxes, his little mini fridge, a speaker up there for music, more toolboxes. So this is very much Tom's space. I'm not allowed in here, which is fine with me. He deserves the space. This door leads from the garage onto the back patio. There are 3 doors to get onto the back patio. There's this one from the garage, that one for the breezeway, and that one from the living room. And I guess while we're here, let's do the backyard really quick. It was really important to me that we get the back patio looking really nice. So we power washed it, as you saw, put the furniture out, the cushions, the grill and everything. I really wanted people to see the potential in the entertaining space that is back here. And planted some little flowers, power washed the shed, got rid of the chickens. And the garden space is just looking really nice. So we've got the flowers were blooming, the garlic is looking nice, and I made sure to mulch all of this in and weed it. There are a few weeds in there, but overall it looks great. So coming back in the way that we left through the garage, back in through the breezeway. I mean, it's just spotless. It's beautiful. It's completely decluttered and clean. That's the cat carrier, because we had to take Ben and Fig with us whenever we'd leave. So then, going on with the tour, you walk in from the breezeway into the kitchen if you go right, or if you go straight down into the basement. Let's go down into the basement. First, I want you to see that this was painted. So this looks nice and fresh. The railing has been painted, and he also painted the stairs, so they look fresh. I wanted to do something different with this because it's old, but we didn't get there. But at least it's been repainted, so that looks nice. Repainted the pole, so that whole thing looks much better. And then this area is clean as well. The wash and dry, I've got a load of laundry going, sorry. Fig's little area has been cleaned and straightened up. Tom was really careful to keep the litter area nice and clean. And then look, this has been so well, it's like so organized now. This is another little workbench space of Tom's, more man space. But this, our basement, I mean, this stuff here was just everywhere. And I worked really hard to condense it, organize it, and get it looking nice. And so I know it looks messy because it's a basement, hello, but it's actually really well organized, and I know where pretty much everything is. This is the basement that's original to the house. The ceilings are really low. Not to me, of course, because I'm 5 feet tall. But then when they added on the addition, they dug out a new basement. And so you actually step down into it. And so it's it feels taller. The ceilings are taller. So you guys have been down here before. This is where I have my new pantry, homesteading pantry set up. It's really filled in since the last time you guys have seen it, hasn't it? Because I've been organizing and moving things around. So it's really full now. Looks lovely. And then this is Tom's band space where he has his band practice. I have candles going in various rooms that I'd light before we'd leave for a showing, just to get it smelling nice and kind of set the vibe. This is another one though that has some sentimental, nostalgic value to it, this room, this second basement, because I have so many childhood memories we would have birthday party piñatas down here. We'd hang them right here, I vividly remember this, and all the kids, me and my cousins and whatnot, would come and do the piñatas. This is actually when there's nothing in here. This is a pretty big flat space, and so we would roller skate in here and run around and play tag, and I just have a lot of childhood memories of this second basement. And so I don't know, again, I'm just glad to have this video for that reason. I wonder, look at this. I wonder if that's where we hung the piñatas from. I'm just now noticing that that's there. Was somebody doing pull-ups? That's interesting. But yeah. That is the basement. And then we come back up. And then from here we go into the kitchen. Are you guys ready for the after shot of the kitchen? Ooh. Ah. I know it's probably unremarkable on camera, but it looks so good. I'm just gonna walk through quickly just to show you the paint, and then I'll circle back. We also painted in here, fresh trim, white. There's 3 different kinds of whites going on here. There's the ceiling white, the trim white, and then the wall is almost a little bit blue. I think it's called like rhinestone white or something like that, because we have blue throughout the house. The walls in here are like a gray blue. The walls in the dining room are, again, a different color blue. The walls in the bathroom are, again, a different kind of blue. And then the walls in the bedroom are, again, a different kind of blue. They're all different blues, but in the same family. And so in here, we did like a rhinestone. I know for sure it had the word rhinestone in it, like a bluish white, and it ties it all together really well. So the kitchen cabinets looking fresh. The new boob light, well, it's actually not a new light. Tom spray painted it. Yes, looking so good. This is where my TV was, and we decided to take it down, fill the holes, paint. So the kitchen TV is done for the rest of our time in this house. It's not coming back. And then otherwise, we just kept it really clean. We got a new vent hood. If you've been watching this channel and you've seen some of my old cooking videos, you saw the old brown and yellow one that was here before. We just got a clean white one. It was like $100. Don't regret doing that at all. And made sure to keep it really clean, fresh towel, and it looked good in here. I think considering how small this kitchen is, it looked good. And then this is the little foyer area. Again, just painted, it looks good. The dining room. So I'm going to show you a little clip that I took. It wasn't enough to make it its own video, and it didn't fit really well in any of the other videos. So I'm going to go ahead and put it here. I have been sitting on the floor procrastinating because I have to deal with this mess. This is the dining room. It has become a bit of a catch-all for packing, and this has kind of been where boxes go in the interim while I'm figuring out how to deal with them. The table's a mess, and I just need to get this straightened out. So of course, obviously the messes need to get cleaned, but then also we're going to clean this off and get this all organized and looking good. This chair is gonna get out of here, and we're gonna center the record player underneath the picture to make that look nice. That stays. The baker's rack is going to get cleaned off. All of the stuff is going to go into these, and the baker's rack is going to go to the storage unit. That'll open up this wall, and we'll just make it look a lot more open in here for viewings. So that's what I'd like to get done today. So now that you've kind of seen that, it looks so much better in here. Oh my gosh. And the thing about it, you guys, and I told our realtor this, the thing that makes me so happy, this is not fake clean. It's not like everything is shoved in this closet over here and you can't open it or everything's gonna come tumbling out. We actually went through everything. Sold, donated, packed, storage unit put in its proper place. It is actually like this. Like this is real. And it has been amazing. So we've got this big bay window in here. So this used to be the family room or living room or whatever traditionally it's called. But then they added on the back family room, living room, whatever. And so this became the dining room. My grandma was using it as a dining room when we purchased it, and we did the same. But it's also been excellent overflow storage for the kitchen because our kitchen, as you saw, is so small. I have no counter space, very little storage space. And so this serves as, there's my grain mill there. I've got my mixer and all of my baking dishes over there. There's even yet another corner cabinet over here that I store some things in. And then we've got our coffee bar and microwave here. And so this space has served us really well. And it's even, you know, obviously we've got our dining room table here. We've got our record player over here. So we've had dinners here before with friends and family members. This room has been great. It also has French doors, so you can close and have this room be separate. We've used that function for various things before. So this has been excellent. The only thing that we did not do that we wanted to do was change out this. This was my grandma's. It's very, she had a whole like farm country decor aesthetic when she was here. And so this light fixture, we've been meaning to change it the whole time we've lived here and just never have. So I'm gonna wait to go upstairs because we're on a roll down here. Painted in here too, new boob light. That's actually a new one. That one wasn't spray painted. Painted here too, ceiling included, looks so nice and fresh. Here is the bathroom. So this bathroom is massive, and it was not always this massive. So originally it ended here, like where the shower ends is where it ended. But when they added on the new living room, they pushed it out and extended it. So we've got double vanity here, toilet. This is where, you know, we store all of our stuff. Beautiful window. I love this window. This is probably one of my, I did say I was going to do that in this video. So let me slow down and say that this window is one of my favorite windows. It's going to be hard to see out of the screen, but here you can see all of my raspberry bushes. And when I had the chickens, they would be out here scratching and looking for berries and worms. And this is the very first window I opened in the springtime. The sounds are so lovely. The breeze in here is so lovely. And I love that window. We never got around to changing that light fixture, but we changed the faucets a while ago. And then again, something that didn't make it into a video was these poles. They were gold for the longest time. Actually, I'm gonna put a little clip here about that. So that's the new one next to the old one. Whew, that is not an attractive reflection. But anyway, I mean, it doesn't match the wood or anything. This wood is horrible. It's that ugly yellowy orange color. Nothing to be done about it. So that's that, and it matches the faucet. So there you have it. That literally took me not even 5 minutes to accomplish, and yet it took me 5 years to do it. Don't be like me, people. Be a good steward of what you have. But we did get around to changing out some of the other things actually a while ago. Again, another light fixture we didn't change, and then we've always wanted to change this, but it's expensive, and we've just never been able to justify it. Our bedroom. Clean and organized. And it's actually clean and organized. The only thing that I did different from what you're seeing, because we're not actually having a showing today, it's just my mom and grandma, this big lump is my pregnancy pillow. And so I would actually take that out, put it in a big plastic bag and put it in the truck, because I think it's very distracting. When you walk in, you're like, what is that? And so I would have just normal pillows over there, and I would have this like made nice, you know, for actual showings. So this is a new headboard. We actually have only had this a few months. We had this real big antique-y thing before. It was huge. And decided to do something a little more modern looking. And love that window above the bed. Love this window. Something, again, that we never got around to. Learn from our mistakes. Look at this. We never changed this. This was here when we moved here. It's horrible. And we just never changed it. And so I would even actually take that down for showings instead of just putting it up like that. I hide it under the bed. And yeah. So there's our bedroom. Decent size. This bedroom has served us well. Tom's closet. And he gets both dressers too, because I've got the upstairs. So all of Tom's clothes are in this room. Spare bedroom. So you guys may remember this spare bedroom was my homesteading room. I have many videos in this room. I used to have all my food storage in here. You can see I still have the rack, those built-in racks there, and then there was a shelving rack there. My computer desk where I do all of my editing. We have been using just to try, we needed some place to put overflow stuff. There was no way we were gonna get away with not having any boxes. So we kind of took this closet and used it as that for that purpose. And obviously you can see there's boxes here and stuff. So that was fine. I was happy with that. It kept it very minimal and in one place. So yeah. Aww. It's so sad for me to see it so empty, but it needed to happen. Okay, the star of the show. And I actually feel like I did this a little out of order. So I'm going to come back. So Breezeway, we're in the kitchen. So we have seen it happen when we bring people to this house. We bring them in because we only come in through here. We don't use the front door that's in the dining room over there. This is the way everyone comes in. So we'd have friends over for the first time. They'd walk in and they'd see this super small kitchen. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, not that great, right? We'd start walking. They'd be like, they're thinking to themselves, yeah, this house is pretty small. And then we turn and they're like, whoa. This is the addition. This is the family room that's been added on. The ceilings, I can't even begin to give you an estimate of what the peak is on that. I mean, these ceilings are very tall. And this room is this room is 500 square feet. It's a 500-foot square. It's got the basement underneath it. That's what I was showing you guys. And it's huge. It's got lovely windows. Lovely windows. The huge working fireplace. If you've been following me, you've seen many fires in that fireplace. I have filmed many videos sitting in front of that fireplace. And then it's got the doors here, the French doors, that lead out onto the patio. And I would have this door open like this for showings because I wanted people to see how these two entertaining spaces connect and the way that they can be used. This is how we let Benny out. Yep, anytime the door opens, he's got to go out it. We were out here already, but just to show you for effect, like, it's so lovely to be able to walk out to this. Very good for hosting and having events. And I just want to sit for a moment. This is my spot on the couch. These are my inside shoes. Don't judge me. And I just want to talk for a second, because again, this video is also for me to remember about how much I love those doors. And how sitting here on the couch like this and having that door open, I could open the other one, but it has a solid door, glass. It doesn't have a screen. Only the one has the screen. The cross breeze from these windows behind me to that door, and then being able to hear all the noises, and especially in the evening, this is the sun sets over here. So to have that evening light coming in through these doors here, magical. Magical. And I was telling Tom the other day, because he sits right next to me. This is his computer desk. And he sits at his desk, I mean, literally right next to me. And this is how we feel like we're spending time together. Even though I'm watching TV or on my phone, he's playing games, we're near each other, and that makes me happy. That's enough for me. I was telling him when he was sitting there the other day, I said, these doors are probably my favorite thing about this house. I love it so much in this season. And then in the winter season, the fireplace for the same reason. It's amazing. And I'm so grateful. The skylight. Amazing. Okay. And then coming out of the living room, the last thing there is for you to see is the upstairs. Admittedly, we don't really use it. Not to its fullest. Somebody will. Somebody with lots of kids. So first of all, there is this attic space here that I have cleaned. Ta-da! This was full of stuff. Also, I want to use this as an opportunity to point out to you that this is what this entire attic, this whole upstairs was an attic. And this is what it looked like. And then my grandparents finished it. So this is all that's left. This is the small sliver of attic. Lovely window. This is where I store my shoes and bags. And this is the upstairs. Sorry, I know I'm breathing heavy. It happens. I'm 5.5 months pregnant. So my makeup vanity that I absolutely never sit at. And my closet. Oh, there's a fig. He doesn't come with the house. No, you're not for sale. You come with us. Yes, my sweet baby. Oh, I love you. There's a full bathroom up here. I mean, it's dated. Don't get me wrong. I know that. But it is a full bath. And there's a tub, because there's not a tub downstairs. So I think it's a selling point that there at least is a tub. My clothes. And then this is the third bedroom. Really, this is the biggest of all the bedrooms. You could fit like 5 kids up here. Closets back here. I mean, it's a real good size. We use this for when people come into town and they stay here. There've been a couple drunken friends that have slept on that bed, if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, I mean, this is a great space up here. One of those tips that I was telling you about that I've been really excited to share with you is the clothing situation. So I, as likely most women, have a lot of clothes. A lot of clothes. And for a variety of reasons. I've got those clothes that my weight fluctuates up and down. So I've been smaller, I've been bigger. And so I've got clothes that fit me when I'm a little bigger. I've got clothes that fit me when I'm a little smaller, and I've got clothes in between. I also have clothes that are nostalgic to me, like from when I was younger, that I don't want to get rid of, that I've got memories in. I can't even begin to process fully what's going on with the clothing situation. However, that is no more. I have completely and thoroughly gone through my clothes. This is all that's left. And I have a basket of, I'm doing laundry at the moment downstairs, so I've got a basket of clothes downstairs. Otherwise, this is all of the clothing that I own. And then I have a couple vacuum sealed bags of things in the storage unit. Everything has been gone through. I have had to keep this house clean as we've been doing the showings. And that includes laundry. Laundry has always been my least favorite chore. I despise it. I hate it so much. And I've realized, this is the tip, The reason I've had such a mentally difficult, hard time with laundry is because it was so unorganized. I had so much of it. It was all over the place. I didn't know what I had. I didn't have good places for things to go. So why would I want to or be excited to do laundry when it was just always so mentally exhausting trying to figure out what to do with it on the back end? And so now that this is so well organized, I'm talking really well organized. I have shorts and skirts, pants, leggings, dresses, short sleeve shirts, long sleeve shirts, jackets. I mean, it's real organized. And then over here in this little black thing, I've got underwear, bras, socks, etc. Now that it is so well organized and easily managed, I have no problem doing laundry. I've had no issue doing laundry these last couple of weeks as I've been keeping everything really clean and organized because it's easy. It's easy to do. I know where everything goes. Every article of clothing has a place. I know about it. I'm expecting it. There is no surprises in the laundry for mine or for Tom's. Tom's is equally organized. And it's been really easy to keep up on it. And I couldn't believe the amount of mental tension I was holding surrounding laundry until that tension went away. And I was like, why was I living like that? And so I by no means have like one of those like cutesy trending capsule wardrobes where I have like 10 items of clothing. This is not that, but I know every single piece. I have made the choice to keep and choose every single piece in this collection of clothing here. And I feel really good about it. I do have a vacuum sealed bag of winter clothes, sweaters and things like that I did not need hanging here. So there is that, but that's also been chosen. And then what I have here, these are all of my like night clothes, like shirts and pants and nightgowns and things like that. Didn't really want to hang them, but that's what I've got there. And then my aprons that I decided to keep out. I have a vacuum sealed bag of those too because I have so many aprons. Those are the ones I chose. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I have so loved having that organized so much. So yeah, that's the tour, you guys. I have really enjoyed those French doors. I've really enjoyed that bathroom window. I have really enjoyed the fireplace. I've really enjoyed my large pantry space down in the basement. I have gotten so much accomplished in this tiny little kitchen. Tiny little kitchen. Y'all, if you've been with me, you know the work we've done in this kitchen. And it makes me so happy. It makes me so happy that I did not let this tiny little galley kitchen hinder me in developing my cooking skills and my preserving skills. I turned my waiting room into a classroom while I was in this house. I made the most of the space and this property and learned so much and did not take it for granted. I've got my raspberry bushes, I've got my big garden out there, I've got my pantry downstairs, I've got my deep freeze full of preserved foods and that pantry full of canned foods, and I've learned so many skills in this house. And to have it now in its last days with us be this impeccably clean and organized, I feel like we did it. I've been saying on this channel for years to steward what the Lord has given you well, and that it is not reasonable to expect Him to give you more if you're not stewarding what you have now well. And so now in these final days to look around and to see it so clean and organized and thoroughly gone through and efficient, I'm like, we arrived. We did it. This space, check. We did it. And I'm going to have to learn all over again in a new space, wherever we end up, how to manage it, how to steward it. But in this space, we did it. And I am so grateful to the good Lord Jesus Christ for that maturity in me, that spiritual maturity, that feminine maturity, the housewife maturity, I guess, to be able to have the desire to want to steward my space well, and to have learned over the years how to do that, what that means, what that looks like. And getting the house ready to put on the market was that last little push towards that. I had already made so much progress, but then to manage all of my clothes and to manage all of my kitchen stuff and to clean out the dining room and to make all of those choices as we were going through things and to donate and to sell and to pack and to, it was that last bit. It was that last stretch that I needed to go on, to walk, to take, you know, and man, I'm so grateful that the circumstances worked out, that we were able to do it this way, that I didn't have to just mad dash throw everything into boxes in 2 weeks and get the heck out because the next owners, you know, were coming in and, you know, whatever, like so many people do, like my parents did. I'm so grateful that we had the time to slow down in this season and to see it for what it is and to have this growth that I feel I've had, and I think Tom has too in his own way. It's incredible. It's really incredible. Really incredible. And I praise the Lord for it. And I had to share it with you. I had to, because you guys have been here with me. I mean, this channel was started in this house, and this channel's years old now. 4 years old, 5 years old. And so I had to share this with you. I had to take you on the tour, show you the after. You've seen some of the before, and to just see us arrive in this place after all of the mental health challenges we've walked through, all of the learning we've walked through, all the growing we've walked through together. To be closing this chapter together in this way feels so special and so amazing. And I'm just so excited to be able to share it with you. So if you've watched this whole time, thank you. And on to the next adventure, on to the next thing for us to steward together. And I can't wait. I'm trying to think. I'm like, I don't want to end this video because it's just all so special. Is there anything else for me to add that I wanted to say? Let's let in the boobop. You want to come in? What do you think? You got any thoughts? Are you gonna miss this house? I know you're gonna miss Marianne next door. Look at that butt. Look at that butt. Look at that butt. Are you excited to be a farm doggy though? Huh? And have some land and some new critters? All right, guys. Thanks so much. I can't wait to see you in my next one. Have faith and keep moving forward. Bye.